and all the people that I care about aren't going to be safe in America. Neither the are you guys. Just because you won doesn't mean we don't remember who the you voted for. And just please, please don't test your gangster on me, because you will end on a stretcher, gone forever. So serious. Nobody talk to me unless you want to swing. If you want to fight, text me, call me, whatever.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Danny from the Constitution State here today. I hope everybody's having a good day. This is Annie Donlevy. She's 30. She's a school teacher at Chapman Elementary in Cheshire, Connecticut. And since her blue gang lost to the red gang, she's out putting out threats against Trump and all the Trump supporters online. They claim it was supposed to be in a private message and it wasn't supposed to get out and somebody else leaked it. But it makes no sense. If you were sending this in private to your friends voted for the same person you did. So you're just trying to look cool? Like, look at what I made. No one's ever gonna see it, but look at how gangster I am. This clown really says, don't test my gangster. Like she's actually gangster or she's actually about that life, which, as we can all see, she's clearly not. But this is what it's come to in this day and age. The red gang has turned everybody against the blue gang, and the blue gang's turned everybody against the red gang. And everyone's arguing about which rich, old, unfit fool is more unfit. But this is literally insane. There is no more freedom. You can't even go out and vote for who you want to because the other gang does stuff like this. And what's weird is she committed multiple crimes, and yet the police haven't arrested her. The town hasn't released a statement, and they refuse to.
And people of color and poor people and gay people and all the people that I care about aren't going to be safe in America. Neither the fuck are you guys. Just because you won doesn't mean we don't remember who the fuck you voted for. You're not in the clear. And just please, please don't test your gangster on me, because you will end on a stretcher, gone forever. So serious. Nobody fucking talk to me unless you want to swing. If you want to fight, text me, call me, whatever. Anybody else, stay the fuck out of my face. And if you voted for Trump, literally, please delete me, block me, get rid of everything of me, or step to me so that I know what's up and I can handle you how I see fit. Please just come forward. We fucking know. Just tell me or leave. Please. The door.
And quick, before the next part, how idiotic is that? Oh, leave. The door's over there. How about you leave? If you don't like our country and you don't like the freedoms that our country grants us, leave. You lost fair and square. Your gang lost to the red gang. Suck it up and move on. Or don't and do dumb stuff like this and ruin your career and get charges in the process.
We begin with developing news in Cheshire tonight. A teacher has been temporarily removed from the school district after a politically charged video went viral online. As that video is investigated, the rhetoric was so serious it also is leading to safety concerns. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Amanda Callahan joins us live in Cheshire with a response from the superintendent and parents tonight. Amanda.
Well, Stephanie, the superintendent's message did not specify the name of the teacher, what school she worked at, or what was specifically in that video. But we do know that the teacher's political message has caused increasing backlash, and there will even be an increased police presence at schools tomorrow. A video of a teacher in Cheshire is making waves on social media.
I think her reaction was inappropriate. I think she definitely should be suspended as a teacher while they investigate it.
Superintendent Jeff Solon sent a message to families in the district on Monday that he learned of the video over the weekend and said that it was originally intended for the teacher's private Snapchat group, but she says it ended up being leaked. Now that teacher has been temporarily removed from the district. In his statement, Solon said, quote, "The Cheshire Public Schools is reviewing the situation as a personnel matter, and as such, we are following all applicable laws." It goes on to say, quote, "She was expressing her personal opinion and not those of the Cheshire Public Schools." Parents in the community, like Ian Ankdale, are disheartened to see this kind of message from one of the town's own educators.
So whether you agree politically or not doesn't matter. You're a teacher and educator educating our kids. You need to be cognitive of who's going to hear what you say, whether it's not intended, for the public or not.
And reaction has been pouring into the school district from people beyond town lines as well. The superintendent said, quote, "We have been inundated with calls and emails predominantly from people outside the Cheshire community." Solon also referred to a message sent out to families last week following the election that read, quote, "We will continue to educate our children about appropriate civil discourse and maintain disciplinary standards when discourse becomes ridicule or harassment." I did reach out to the superintendent several times trying to confirm the name of the teacher on leave, but he did say he had no comment as this is a personnel matter. He also said that there have been no threats to the schools yet, but they will have that increased police presence tomorrow.
Not only should she be charged because they haven't charged or done anything, she should have to pay for the police presence and anything extra that we, the taxpayers, had to pay for because of her actions. Kind of like when we do things wrong or cost people money, the court makes us pay restitution. She should too. And every chance they get, not just the school, but the media says that it was intended for a personal post, as if that changes anything. And then they say here, oh, she was expressing her personal opinion. No, she wasn't. She was threatening to hurt people, to put people on a stretcher. That's what she was doing. Why aren't they calling it for what it is? I would be willing to bet if comments or threats were made against a Democrat in this state, it would be handled completely different. And the media would be calling it for what it is. Then they say stupid stuff like this. Oh, calls from outside the district. What does it matter? So if you don't live in the district and you don't agree with them, it doesn't matter. Or if you're not happy, it doesn't matter because you don't live in Cheshire. They always try to make these points as if they mean something. Like, what does this mean? All this tells me is it reached a way broader audience than they wanted it to. Then they lie right here. We will continue to educate our children about appropriate civil discourse and maintain disciplinary standards when discourse becomes ridicule or harassment. What a great example for the kids. Oh, well, you can't do these things, but if you work for the state or the gang, look what happens when you do these things. Absolutely nothing. They're really teaching them this double standard young. The superintendent wouldn't even answer them to confirm the name of the teacher because it's a quote unquote personnel matter. You know what it is more than a personnel matter? A public employee paid for by our money. So we should absolutely know who it is. But like most of the times in these situations, they're not actually useful in any way at all. And what I find weird is that guy that was doing nothing more than asking questions at a polling station got arrested, and they really made him out to be a terrorist in the news. Then this lady does this, and it's completely okay. They all keep emphasizing that it was intended for a private message. It doesn't matter if it's private or not. If this is what she's thinking in her head, there's something wrong with her, and she should definitely not be around children. And it's weird, even though this is way, way, way worse than what the guy did just simply asking questions. She hasn't been charged. She's not in jail. They didn't steal money from her like they did the other guy. And why would that be? Oh, because she works for the gang? She's a state employee? Is that why? And with the actual threats that she made, this could be a lot of different Connecticut statutes. But as we saw with the East Lyme guy the other day, the police don't understand the statutes and they have to Google them on the spot. Maybe that's why she's not arrested yet, because they simply don't know what she did is actually against the law. But it could be threatening, intimidation, disorderly conduct, breach of peace in the second degree. So there's quite a few things. And the town is not happy with how this has been handled. Numerous residents are calling for the teacher to be fired, which, yeah, I think a lot of people are. And they're discontent with the town for not releasing a statement against the politically charged video. Why would they not come out and say something? If it was anybody else, they would be coming out and saying, this is very wrong, you can't be doing that. Or maybe not if it was anybody else, but maybe if it was said against anybody else. Because as we know, this is Connecticut, and Connecticut's a blue gang. They side with the blue gang, not the red gang. So since they're speaking out against the red gang, it's going to be okay. And they work for the state, so it's going to be even more okay. And they're right. It is embarrassing, and the whole world is watching. And you know what? Just like every other time, they're going to fumble the bag. This was a statement made by somebody else. Important for all of us to stand up for what is right, and what happened was wrong, and the way our town handled it was even worse, Barnes said. They need to do something. Not just the town, but the police. Why has this lady not been arrested like anybody else would have been? The funniest part of the video is, step to me. Don't test my gangster. There is nothing hard about you. Nobody is scared of you. If you were that gangster, you'd be going out and saying this in public. You wouldn't be sending it in private messages online. If you were that gangster, you would have posted this yourself instead of having somebody else leak it. But I just wanted to see what everybody else thought about this. If they think this is appropriate, if they think she should have already been charged like anybody else would have been. And it's clear, just like all of our other rights, the freedom to choose and vote for who you want is long gone. These elections now are just two gangs fighting and arguing about who's more unfit. But let me know what you guys think. Leave it in the comments and we'll talk about it. If there's any updates that come up or come out of this, or if she's charged, I will let everybody know.